from an oasis. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to revamp a small garden into a lush tropical one. I have a backyard garden. I call it Oasis myself. So in this Oasis garden, I try to transform my really messy garden into what you see today. But this is the fourth time I'm doing the re-layout and also the structures. So I'm going to give you some tips how to create a tropical lush vibes looking of garden so you guys can have one in the house too. Here is actually a walkway to the backyard of my house. So you can transform a 17 feet length and also a 5.5 width garden into a tropical lush garden with the tips that I'm given here. So tips number one, you're gonna have a really huge canopy plants. So you can create shades. Most of the tropical plants that we prefer grow in shady area. You can use heliconias, palm trees, or type of plants that can be able to stand for strong sunlight. So they can create shades below for the aroid plants or some other bromelets plants that you are trying to grow here. So usually when it comes to tip number two, we have to have feature plants in the tropical garden. So when you create a garden, it's really important to have a certain view that you want to enjoy when you walk into the garden, right? For my garden, the certain view is actually what you see right now. This is the view that I usually enjoy when I come out from the backyard. So when you come from a certain angle, you will need to have a feature plants that stands out among all the green lushes at the background here. So the feature plants that I have here is gloriousum, anthuriums, and also some other anthuriums that can actually grab your attentions in your view. Tips number three, you need to have filler plants. When we talk about filler plants, you need to find some plants that can fill up the space in between all the plants that are inside the gardens. So as you can see here, right, I don't plant all my plants in the ground. Feature plants and also filler plants, I will rearrange them in the pots so I can rearrange them together inside my garden. So this is a really good choice for you to fill up the gap in between the garden. It's an osmacelum. So this plant we're gonna grow really lush. So what I did is the only maintenance I have for these plants is to keep on trimming them. So you can see the stem here. Just cut it away, you can plant new ones. So when you cut here, they'll grow another shoots from the side here. So it create a really nice textures over here. You can fill the gap. There's a lot of choices of filler plants outside in the markets. You can try some bird nest ferns, Boston ferns, phalanthus, and some other small types of green ferns that can fill up the gap. For me, I like to use more little plants like bromelets and colorful plants like begonias. So this is all the filler plants that I'm using here. This is begonias. You can create a nice hierarchy of the top, the features, and the last, the filler plants. So there's a few tips that you have to add in here will be the colors. Coloration is really important in tropical gardens. Ginger plants and also some other plants that has a lot of colors to bring up the vibrance. You have to create a plant that's tall enough to create a canopy. This is heliconia plants that I planted really long time ago. These plants create a shades for the plants that I want to show you here. This is a philodendron splendid. I know it looks a bit beaten up because of the heat recently in Malaysia. So you can see the plants are not so healthy right now. And another one would be the aroid plants that you see here. This is philodendron majestic, philodendron squamiculum. And some other type of philodendrons I will grow here like the petrosia, and also some other alocasia and begonias, anthuriums. The reason why I have all these features plants in the center here so that they can grow underneath the big canopy plants, even create so many harsh direct sunlight on their leaf foliage. That's why they look really healthy here. I use alocasia as a textured foliage plant to create a tropical vibes. You can see the watsoniana, and so some of the type that just look really good like alocasia scalprum, cupre. So these plants, when they put in together, right, they look really nice when they combine together, especially with their textures and also the shape of the foliage. On the previous YouTube video, I actually talked about how to propagate the giant philodendron maximum. So I cut the plants away. I tried to replace a new one here. So this is the Monstera deliciosa Brazil form. So I replace it here and it grows really happily, and it's also really nice feature plants so the people come in here, enjoy from this angle. They can see this beautiful Monstera. So that's all for today, guys. If you like my YouTube channel, please subscribe and like my videos. And also if you like anything you see, please share to your friends and your family. If you want to see anything new, drop a comment in the comment box below. And that's all for today, how to create a tropical garden in a small place right here. Bye bye.